Hey guys, this is Mark Spector Comics here, and today I just wanted to do a quick video on rwheatley0206's contest. So just a quick update. The contest is it's named 5 of your prized possessions that you have. So let's start this off. My first prize possession is actually, sorry about that glare. It's amazing. Not amazing. Sorry, Spectacular Spider-Man number 200, 9.8 graded. That shininess right there, right? So nothing really special about this book except for it's the death of Harry Osborn. Why I think this is one of my prized possessions. It's not monetarily an expensive book, but it's actually the first book I actually bought as a comic collector. When I first started, didn't really know. I was a big fan of Spider-Man, and I saw this book, and I was like, all right. So this was actually my starting point, and got this graded. Hey, I didn't know really what I was doing at the time, but came back at 9.8, which is cool. But more important to me was because it was the first comic book I actually bought. So that's number one. Right. Number two. That's right. It's the Infinity Gauntlet. The real deal. This is pretty cool for me because obviously I'm a big Infinity Gauntlet fan. Read the series, have the whole series. It's just one of my absolute favorite runs. And when I saw that Hasbro was coming out with this articulating toy, I don't have many toys in my collection. It's probably one of the few I actually have. But when I saw it, I picked it up. I was like, this is really cool, especially with the movie coming out. Also, not a particularly expensive toy. It is over $100, but well, I guess for a toy, I think it's expensive. But this one's actually pretty hard to find. And if you guys don't know, Hasbro's headquarters is in Rhode Island, which is the state I live in. And this was actually an early release of the Infinity Gauntlet, which is really hard to find. I still have it in the initial box. I picked it up. If you see it closely on there, right over here, it says please do not release before March 2018. I ended up getting this a couple of months before it actually got released into the public. So this is actually one of the earliest of the actual replica gauntlets. So it's pretty cool. Really hard to find. You know, they had a second mass production, I believe, in July of that year. So this is one of the earliest of the gauntlets out there. So yeah, that's my second prized possession. And going along with that theme, when I said Infinity Gauntlet is my favorite comic series of all time, at least for me, I got this Infinity Gauntlet 9.8 CGC graded. And the cool thing is I got it signed by both George Perez and Joe Rubinstein. So if you guys don't already know, George Perez is he's up there in age. He's pretty much done with the with comics. He's retired now, so he's just doing a few select signings a year. So his signature is really hard to get. I got Joe Rubinstein's. You see it right on the gauntlet last year, and he actually signed it the year when I got it. So it says in there 18 in 2018. I got him signed last year. I actually met Ron Lim last year too. I should have got it signed by him as well, but I wasn't thinking. But I'm sure I'll meet him again. He was a really cool guy. So number 4 is actually it was one of my grails that I actually got this year, and it was in an earlier video. If you guys go back, I posted it during my first contest video. I'll put the link in there as well. But it's actually Avengers number 8, first full appearance of Kang the Conqueror. He's one of my favorite Marvel villains of all time. You see, it's a 6.0. Hard book to get in a higher grade because it's 40. When did this come out? 64. So it's a 50-plus-year-old book, and it's a white cover. So those don't often stand the test of time. But I was happy to get that grade. One of my personal grails. It's gone up quite a bit in value, as you may have already known. But yeah, that's book number 4. And so I was saying, the last book I have in my prized possession is actually one I got this past year. It is Captain Marvel number 13. First full appearance of Daryl Canvers as Captain Marvel. Yeah, this is a really cool book. I was eyeing this book for quite some time. I was glad to pick it up. I actually got it for a really good deal. This is about I think a 5.5 maybe. I'll have to get it pressed and cleaned, sent out, and get it graded eventually. But as you know, there was it Brie Larson. She signed for I think a 6 or 7 movie contract. So Captain Marvel is going to be in here for a while, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be headlining the new Avengers going into the cosmic phase. Now that both Captain America and Iron Man have, what happened to the movie, I'm not going to tell you. But so yeah, I see a lot more coming from her, and especially from this book. It's only going to go up even more in value. So yeah, those are my 5 prized possessions. Some of them aren't really expensive. There's a few there that are, but I wanted to put some other stuff in there, that I consider much more valuable. Like I said, I have my state championship ring and medal that I could have put out, but I couldn't find it in time to do this video. I had another thing too. I just couldn't think of it on the spot to get it, but yeah. So I wanted to keep this rather short. Ended up, of course, going a little longer than I wanted to, but hey, whatever. So yeah, this is my entry for RT Whitley's for rwheatley0206's contest. And until next time, Mark Spector Comics.